the perceived trade-off between sustainability and profit. And it's one that we at IPG Media Brands believe there is no trade-off. In fact, we believe that sustainability can drive bottom line growth for our clients, that purpose and profit work well together. And in fact, we are working diligently to prove that. We have a number of studies that we put out into the marketplace to better understand the positive correlation between sustainable media and enhanced performance. And the results resoundingly are yes. Attention and profit are things that we're seeing are positively correlated when you are actioning media more sustainably. It's something that, again, we're working diligently to prove with our partners at Scope 3, who are our ad tech partners that are helping us measure forensically the impression level emissions that are generated on behalf of activating our media, as well as other partners that are working closely with Scope 3 and working closely with us at IPG Media Brands to ensure that we're not only being as responsible as we possibly can with the investments on behalf of our clients, but that we're also working to better understand where we can identify optimizations and improvements to our plans so that we can be more responsible and also profitable for our clients.
That's really remarkable. So, I was hoping you could tell us a bit more about, some of the tools and resources that you've developed, and maybe, how the conversations go with advertisers, with clients about sustainability and things that they need to be aware of.
Absolutely. Well, I mentioned Scope 3 as our ad tech partner, and they're a critical partner for us in helping measure those emissions. And we also have tools that we're building which enable us to look at the impression level data within our media plans currently within programmatic. We have the media consumption carbon calculator, which is available in dozens of global markets for us. And that enables us to start to make those optimizations that we feel are critical to operationalize the data that we have by making our plans more sustainable, more responsible, and also more profitable. So the tools that we're looking at are integrated within our planning process and are availing that impression level data so that, again, we can be much more forensic in the identification of high value partners, high value activations, as well as reducing the inventory that is low performing but high emitting for us.
Okay, and I was hoping you could just tell us a bit more about how it goes in your conversations with clients. Is this a topic that comes up fairly frequently, or?
Yeah, so it's a question that we are increasingly receiving from our clients. Clients are asking to really start to better understand those downstream emissions that are generated in their marketing. For a number of our clients, marketing and advertising can be a significant contributor to their Scope 3 emissions. The importance for us to have that data to provide salience around those emissions is critical for us and critical for our clients. So proactively, we are also starting to bring these solutions to clients, helping them understand how we can provide that level of insight, that level of detail that is critical for them as they're themselves. They have their own net zero targeting, their own emissions that they're having to report to their shareholders, to the street. For them, it's important to have all of that really durable, really quantifiable information and data so that we can collectively and collaboratively make decisions about how we can optimize and how we can reduce their emissions in the downstream.
Now, finally, Martin, I was hoping you could tell us, what you expect to see happen, let's say, in the next 6 months to a year, looking ahead, perhaps what needs to happen among competitors. You can't do this alone. What do you see happening?
Two words are really important in this, which is pre-competitive collaboration. And it's something that I'm really proud to be in partnership with my colleagues in this industry working diligently towards the goal of identifying a standard for measurement through AdNet Zero and the WFA GARM work streams. We're actually coming together and sharing data and insights. And I'm very proud to be the US media chair for Ad Net Zero, which is the industry's response to the climate crisis. And we are all the holding companies and the leaders within the industry coming together with this clear goal of defining the parameters for measurement so that we then can be speaking from the same playbook to then work diligently towards reduction. No one is going to win on measurement. Everyone is going to win on strategy and how we implement the data and how we work the data within our tools to ultimately help our clients reduce their downstream emissions. So that's what I'm most excited for, is by the end of this year, having a standard for all media types for measurement so that we then can all be working towards the same goal with the same playbook in hand.